So listen, there are a lot of opportunities for you as an international student in India if you decide to choose. So let's assume you've decided to study abroad in India, but you're not really sure of which university you would like to study at. This video is for you. In today's video, I will be telling you guys my top picks of university for international students and why you should study there at these universities. And I'm not just speaking as an international student in India. I'm speaking as an international student in India that has been to over 10 states in India and over 100 cities. And personally, I've been to these universities myself. I've interviewed the students there, and a lot of them are my very close friends. So listen, you can trust that I have close to first-hand experience of the life of international students in these universities. So stay tuned till the end of this video so you will not lose out on any important information. I've taken down a couple of notes that I do not want to lose sight of. So if you see me looking down, you know that I'm looking at my notes, okay? In the last video, we discussed about what type of universities you should study in as an international student. In today's video, I'll be going a little bit specific because I've gotten a lot of questions from you guys on the gram, on WhatsApp, about what university I'd recommend you to study in. And it's okay, I understand that as an international student that have never been to India, it can be overwhelming because there are a lot of universities in India. There's too many schools in India. You can't even count them right now. Close to 1,000, if not more than 1,000 colleges or universities in India. So that's why I'm making this video, to save you the time, the effort. I've done the research so you do not have to do the research, okay? Just watch this video and I bet you'd have sufficient information to finally decide on your university. I have about 10 schools for this video, but just because I'm trying to shorten the video, I don't want it ridiculously long. I'll talk about just 5 schools, okay? The top 5 schools to study at as an international student in India. Number 5 university on my list is Lovely Professional University. Lovely Professional University is one of the largest universities in India. It's one of the largest private universities in India. And this is something that you'd see everywhere in the marketing. They take pride in this. Lovely Professional University is not just the largest. You know, the school has connections with top, highly ranked, popular people, celebrities, and these leaders in other countries. Take for instance now, we've had several people come to Lovely Professional University, which is quite rare, okay? We've had the Prime Minister of India visit the school. We've had the Prime Minister of Australia. We've had several other dignitaries that have traveled all the way to India, skipped these other universities, over 1,000 schools, and they came to LPU. The reason, I do not know. Lovely Professional University is not just big, okay? It is equipped. When I say equipped, I mean there's a lot of infrastructure at LPU. They have very huge buildings. Literally every faculty has its own building, which is something you will not find all universities in India. When I say LPU is really big, the question that you might be asking is, what's inside the university? Is it just bush? Is it just grasses? No, listen. At LPU, they have banks, they have malls, they have Olympic-sized swimming pool, they have an indoor sports stadium. Okay, I'll put a video of me at LPU somewhere here. Okay, when I'm editing the video, I'll put it there just to show you guys that I've been there. Okay, I'm going to be very, very authentic with you guys. I'm going to be very genuine. Listen, I do not intend to seduce you or to market any university here. Trust me, I don't even like LPU myself, okay? I'm just being authentic to you guys just so you guys can hear from me and make the decision. Because at the end of the day, it's your decision to make. My part to play is just to tell you the information and you decide what to do with it. I've talked about the pros of LPU. I'll talk about the cons real quick. The classes for me are not really cool. They don't look cool like for a university abroad. I mean, for me, from my own view, for you it might be different, okay? But that's just one of the cons I'd like to add. Another thing that I do not like about the school is the school fees are very, very high. You can pay fees as high as $3,000 per year for just tuition fees. Not talking about accommodation. Accommodation, talking about minimum $2,000 per year. So how will someone be paying this $5,000 a year to study in India and not Europe? To me, it don't just make sense. Another thing that it's not really cool, I do not like about the university is the staffs there. They're not cool. They are not friendly. Some of them can be rude, can be aggressive. I don't really like that. That's just like my biggest issue with the university. The staffs could be cool at you initially, and then later on they begin to show their true colors. That's what I would say from my experience. Yours might be different. This does not mean that all the staffs are there are like that. I'm just saying from the staff I encountered, yeah, this was how they treated me. I'm telling you guys, just so you know. The fourth university on my list is Marwadi University, Rajkot. I'm sure a lot of you guys have read about this university. Listen, I'll just tell you guys the truth, okay? Marwadi University is where I currently study, okay? I'm a 7th semester final year student of chemical engineering at Marwadi University, India. So just in case you're trying to find where it comes to India, just ask around for Marwadi University. And when you get there, ask for Pascal. Someone might possibly know me and will direct you to me. Okay, but that is by the way. So I believe that you guys have already heard about Marwadi University. It's like the most popular. It's not most popular per se, but it's one of the popular universities in India. And the reason I'll tell you guys later. One of the good things about Marwadi, the pros, okay? Talking about the pros of Marwadi University, one of which is the school is relatively cheap. When I say Marwadi is cheap, that's what I mean. In Marwadi, tuition fees and hostel fees and feeding, they're all together. Okay, you don't pay them separately; you pay them together. Okay. So, for instance, at Marwadi, if you want to study civil engineering, you pay around $2,800 per year, and that includes your tuition, your accommodation, and your feeding, and in some cases, your flight tickets. Let's assume you apply with the link in the description below. You get qualified to get a free flight ticket to Marwadi University. So that means that you do not have to pay for your flight tickets to India. They would pay for your flight ticket from your country to your airport to Mumbai and then to Rajkot. But it's not everyone that's eligible for this. Just message me, tap me on Instagram, either here or here. You see my handle to see if you qualify for that. Okay, the fees there are very cheap. You know, I'm saying this because I've worked with several universities. I've had friends in several schools complain about the fees. You pay $2,000 alone just for tuition fees. Some cases, $3,000 alone for tuition fees. Not talking about the accommodation. You see, that's why I would say that Marwadi is very, very cheap. Another thing I would like you guys to know about Marwadi is the infrastructure there is quite remarkable. The infrastructure at Marwadi University, trust me, before I came here, listen, before I came to Marwadi, I used to daydream of myself inside the university. Literally. When I got my visa, before I booked my flight, or before I came to India, I used to literally just go on the website, look at the pictures, and imagine myself inside the school. The pictures are really good. And trust me, this is not it's not like what you see versus what you get. It's what you see, that's what you're gonna get. So the pictures you see online about the school, those nice buildings, you're gonna see them for sure. They're legit, they're real. This is how they are. And the infrastructure really looks European, Western, compared to most schools in India, where they have very local architecture or local infrastructure. So the infrastructure is quite unique, okay? And when you come here, you can decide to take nice pictures to show up to your friends that you're also abroad. Another cool stuff about Mawadi is they have air-conditioned hostels. So you see, in summer it gets really hot, okay? And listen, not everyone can survive it. The summer here is crazy, very crazy, very crazy. Trust me, I'm not even playing. It is crazy. Literally, in at night, there's no sun, right? But it's hot. You're sweating. You sweat. I mean, I don't just want to scare you guys right now that go into detail, okay? But just know that the summer here is not for the weak. Now, at Mawadi, they have hostels with ACs. So let's say you do not want to stay in just a room or any room with just the fan. You can choose to stay in an AC room and get air conditioning. Another thing I like about Mawadi is the food. The food about Mawadi, although this is quite controversial, some people from the school, of so my classmates, my friends from Mawadi, they would tell you that they do not like the food. But for me, the food is not that bad, okay? I'm not going to say it's perfect. It's not that bad. There's still room for improvement. But just come to think of it, they have over 1,000 international students there, and they're cooking for a lot of people. It's not really easy to maintain quality for every single dish, okay? But these guys are trying. When I first came to Marwadi 2021, we had a lot of food. When I came to India, I was very skinny, very skinny. Back then, I used to eat 4 times a day because I was trying to get big and all of that, you know. The food in Marwadi, that is what helped because as I then I was still staying in the hostel. So it's the food there that helps me. And another thing is the international office at Marwadi is also very friendly, very approachable, and they're willing to listen. You know, at Marwadi there's a dedicated office, a dedicated team. They have some staff there that assist international students with Independence Day celebrations, you know, all these issues with the visa extension, all of that. Whatever issue you have, you can always go there to report, okay? Even though, even though it is possible that they may not give you the answer you want to hear, at least you have someone to open up to, or to discuss with. Also, they also plan trips for international students to other cities, other states during holidays as well. I think like overall, compared to other universities in India, I think the international office in Mawadi is really cool, like really cool. Trust me, trust me. When you come to Mawadi, ask for Totally Mom. Tell her Pascal told you about her. She's like one of the figureheads, one of the first people you're gonna see at the international office. Very friendly lady, very kind, pretty lady as well. I mean, she's trying. Actually, it's not easy. Her job is not easy. Another benefit, another pro. Sorry, another pro of Marwadi University is we have a large international community here. So at Marwadi, we have close to 1,000 students, or probably more than that. We have people from Nigeria, Tanzania, Uganda, Ethiopia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Syria. Oh my God, the list continues. So let's say, for instance, now you've not been outside the country before, right? When you come to Mawadi, you have the opportunity to meet a lot of other Africans as well. There are a lot of Africans here, a lot of Asians who are here. So it's very easy to feel at home, you know. Take for instance now Nigerians. We have over 100 Nigerians at Marwadi University alone. Think about it. Zimbabweans, there are over 50, within 50 to 100. Liberians are over 100. South Sudan's are over 100. There's just a lot of people here from Africa, you know. So it feels like you're kind of in Africa sometimes because you get people that from the same culture as you, from the same background as you, from the same city as you. I think that's actually cool for me. I find it really cool because during Independence Day celebration, you can come together as a country, organize something, and present to others. It's just something really cool, guys. So now, remember earlier in this video, I told you guys I'll tell you why Marwadi is one of the popular schools for international students. The reason is very simple. Marwadi University is among the few. In fact, in India, there are only two schools that offer free flights. Marwadi is one, and another school. I won't call the name in this video. If you want the name, tap me. I'll give it to you. Now, Marwadi University offers free flight tickets to students that want to come study here. Okay? But usually, there are people that are not eligible for this. Recently, they've been changing their policies. Okay? So if you're considering studying in India, and you're trying to get this free flight ticket, tap me a message and I'll see if you're eligible or not. And I'll tell you what you can do to get this free flight ticket. At Marwadi University, for instance, international students and Indians usually have this like some sort of boundary, okay? It's not like we're together all the time. And it's not in a bad way per se, it's not for a bad reason. It's because the Indians in some cases do not know English. You see? The Indians here, some know English, others do not. Now, when you first come here in your first year, it is possible that international students will have a class, Indians will have another class. It's the same course you guys are learning, but different classes. This is because they want to teach you guys in English and teach these others in their own language. Okay? It's not like it's a bad thing per se. This is why I told you guys choose private schools. They care about international students. And I think one of the coolest things about Marwadi is they have a lot of programs. There are a lot of opportunities here in Marwadi. I've had friends from here in Marwadi, like my very close friend Joshua Gomer from Sierra Leone, very close friend, my G from day one. He did his exchange program in Portugal, okay? And it was the school that helped him get that. I have another friend, Nadira, from Somalia. She's traveling to America like next 2 weeks. She already gotten a visa. She's going to America for a PhD program. You see, Marwadi has a lot of opportunities for international students. There's a lot of post-study opportunities here in Marwadi. This is why I think Marwadi is really cool. Okay, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to tell you guys the truth. I have a friend, Matthew, from Ethiopia. He's currently in Canada now. But remember, he was in Ethiopia. I have two friends, Abeba and Matthew. These guys were studying with me at Marwadi. They were my seniors actually, about 2 classes ahead. No, 3 classes ahead of me. They got internship from here to Canada. They moved to Canada and from there they got a permanent residence in Canada. So listen, there are a lot of opportunities for you as an international student in India if you decide to choose Marwadi University. And trust me, this is not an ad. They didn't pay me for this video, okay? I'm just telling you guys the truth. It's up to you to decide whether or not you're cool with that. Enough about the good stuff. Let's talk about the bad stuff. So what are the stuff that you might not like about the university? What are the cons about Marwadi University? Number one is the school is very small. Like, very small university. So Marwadi University, it's not big. It's actually very tiny. Compared to Parul, Chandigarh, LPU, Jane, what is like very, very small. Like we just have the main building, the PG building, this law building, and then we have like hostel A, hostel B, hostel C, hostel D, and that's it. Very, very small school. So do not expect like a very huge campus where you get to use an electric tricycle to move around. Nah, in Marwadi, you can walk around the school with your legs. Trust me, it's not that big. Another thing is the school is strict with the fees. I think it is common for all universities in India. These schools are usually strict with their fee payments. So just pay on time to avoid a penalty. Another con, okay, is that Marwadi University is located in the outskirts of the city. So let's say you choose to study at Marwadi. You'd have to move like to the city to buy stuff and all of that and come back to the outskirts. It's kind of far, you know. For the sake of time, I'll just try to quickly summarize this other school so that I'll make this video extremely long, okay? So for Parul, I've been there live and direct. I'll put a picture of me there in Parul. I'll put it somewhere in the video. I've been to Parul, okay? It's a big school compared to Mawadi. It's quite big. So if you like a big campus, it's cool for you. There are a lot of gardens, a lot of places to buy food stuff, a lot of people. Oh my god, Parul is kind of cool. There's a lot of, you know, restaurants, a lot of cool places, you know. In Parul, there are a lot of places to buy food stuff at, okay? And also in Parul, there are a lot of programs available, a lot of courses available. Anesthesia, nursing, no, they don't do nursing. Civil engineering, midwifery, all these programs that you may not find in other schools, Parul usually has them, okay? You're looking for a program and you can't find that program, contact me via Instagram. I'll see if I can help you find that program in India. And another thing is Parul has partnership with several countries outside India. So let's say for instance now, you can decide to do your 2 semesters in India and do the other semesters in another country abroad. It's something that happens every time you Parul. They have partnership with other schools outside India like Canada, UK, all of that. So if you decide, if you have an issue getting the visa to so let's say UK for instance, you can decide to come to Parul first, do a couple of semesters, and from there go to these other countries. Also, the international office here is quite helpful. They will listen to you, attend to you, and all of that. And Parul also has exchange programs with universities abroad in Europe, in the EU. So it's a common thing to find white people in Parul, like Portuguese, Italians. They came there for exchange program. It's quite common, which is quite rare in most Indian schools. Very rare actually. I've not heard of any school that has this particular exchange programs. It's common to hear that we from here, from India, go to all the schools in Europe, but it's quite rare to hear that people from Europe, Europeans, come from their country to India for internship. But it's something that you would find in India, in Parul University. There are a lot of international students here. There are people from Angola. They're just countries. These very unpopular countries where you've never heard anyone, or you won't really see on TV. I don't remember the names right now. All these countries that, you know, in Africa that we don't really hear that much about them, not really popular. Their chances are that you would find someone from that country at Parul. Okay, Parul is that international. There are students from 53 different countries at Parul. And also, one crazy fact about Parul is it's like a Zimbabwean village. Okay, so listen, if you're from Zimbabwe, listen, if you are from Zimbabwe, then I think I would recommend you go to Parul, because trust me, there are a lot and lots of Zimbabweans in Parul. Oh my god! In fact, 1 in every 10 international students we meet in Parul is from Zimbabwe. For real. I was at Parul, okay, and literally almost everyone I met is from Zimbabwe. It's like they're having another Zimbabwe from Africa in India, in Parul. So I believe it's going to be welcoming to fellow Zimbabweans. You can speak your language, Shona, all of that. You can speak that in Parul. The cons here, I'll just say the fees are actually high here at Parul, considerably higher than Marwadi University. Yeah, but not that too high. But the fees are high. Hostel fees, $2,000, tuition fees sometimes 1,600, sometimes $3,000 per year. So for those that cannot afford it, it's okay. You can try another school. But for me, this one thing I don't like about the school. The fees are actually high. And also, Parol is also located in the outskirts of the city, meaning it's not located in the city. You have to go to the city to buy stuff, or to do your shopping, or to go to places, to have fun, all of that. It's located outside of the city. And then I'll talk about Sharda University. I've been there live and direct. I'll put my picture somewhere in this video. I've been there to Sharda University live and direct, okay? I'm not speaking based on pictures and social media. I'm speaking based on my personal visits. I have friends there, a lot of friends at Sharda. Sharda has a very diverse campus, very diverse, very similar to Parul actually. There are a lot of people there, and we also have important people like governors of states in Africa come there to study for their postgrad degrees. We've had a previous governor of one state in Nigeria was at Sharda to study, and it's also one of the oldest private universities in India. I think they started 2006 or so. So you can see that they have experience with international students. And the school is also very, very large and it looks good too. Sharda looks really nice. Trust me, it looks really good. The education is quite cool, you know. Yeah. And Sharda also has tuition fee waivers, like 50% scholarship for international students if you qualify for that. You can also tap us, we can help you with that. And talking about the cons about Sharda, from my conversation with people there, I've not really heard that much bad things about Sharda. I think one thing I've heard is some classes we have a lot of Indians and very few international students. The teacher teaches in Hindi. That's what my friend told me that was there. And I've just heard this one time. I've actually have several friends from Sharda, several friends. I had it from just one of my friends, just one person. So I think it's still gonna happen every time, okay? For you, it might be different, but this is something I will just told you guys so you are aware of it. And the fees are also very high at Sharda. The fees are very, very high, trust me. Very high. If you need the fee structure, just comment below. I would send the fee structure to you. And then my number one university on my list is Chandigarh University. Now listen, Chandigarh University has been ranked number one private university in India. Not by me, by the QS World Ranking. Okay? So listen, recently, if you check the Instagram page, you'd even see that post. They were ranked by the QS guys as number one school in India. That says a lot about the school. That's also part of the reasons why it's my number one on my list as well. Chandigarh is also located in the city center. Compared to Parul and Marwadi, where it's located in the outskirts of the city, Chandigarh is located in the city center, in Mohali of Punjab, okay? Which is like a very vibrant. I've been there. I've been to Chandigarh, guys. So I'm not speaking based on social media or based on YouTube videos or based on people's experiences. I'm speaking based on my experience at the school. Life, and I'll put a picture here of me at Chandigarh as well. So listen, Chandigarh University is very diverse. They have people from several countries there as well at Chandigarh University. And also the city, Chandigarh, it's like a very socially active city. For international students that come to India and they complain that India is boring, if you don't want boredom, go to Chandigarh. Chandigarh, every weekend there are parties. You're going to party and get tired of partying, trust me. Chandigarh is very, very active. There are parties literally every weekend in Chandigarh. Chandigarh and Delhi, those two cities, you're going to party. Chandigarh, Delhi, Greater Noida, oh my god, you're going to party and party and party. For real, that's just like off the record, okay? That's off the record, okay? But I'm just saying, if you're trying to have like a very socially active community, like an active nightlife, Chandigarh is the place for you. The school is also very, very large. The university at Chandigarh, it's also a very large university campus as well. I think the cons is it's very expensive to study there. And listen. Since the university is located in the city center, you can expect it's an expensive school. So just get ready. If you're ready to afford it, if you can afford the fees, cool. But Chandigarh is very expensive. Trust me, very expensive. And of course, the freedom there is limited. You have curfews. Is it 8 p.m. or 10? I can't really remember for boys and for girls. After this particular time, you can go outside the hostel, which is kind of crazy though. But yeah, if you're cool with that, it's okay. For those of you that stayed from the beginning up to this point, I believe this video has added some value in return for your time, okay? If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing, like this video so that other people like you can see this video. And listen, if you have any questions regarding any university in this video, contact me on Instagram or tap me on WhatsApp and I'll see if we can help you apply or if we can answer your question. See you guys in the next video.